everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a flat brush design on this green glass bottle. I'm using a 12, a 10, and a number 4 flat brush by Amagic. The links will be listed down below if you want to purchase through the affiliate links. Then I'm also using a number 2 Deerfoot stippler, my fine liner by Westonia, and a dotting stylus. Paints I'm using are all FolkArt paints, using medium blue, fresh foliage, thicket, wicker white, school bus yellow, cobalt hue, not blue, and it's a brush gunmetal. It's antique gold. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. I've already cleaned the bottle and washed it with soap and water. Go over it with rubbing alcohol just to make sure that it's clean and doesn't have any lint or anything like that on it. That can be a problem with the paint adhering if you don't have a clean surface. This is a bottle I use in a good part of my videos right at the moment because I'm actually not painting any bottles to sell right now. If I start doing that again, then you'll be seeing different surfaces. Right now I'm going to start with the, kind of do a mixture here with the cobalt hue, the medium blue. You can do that, and then I stick some white in there too. Or you can do both of these on one side and have the lighter color all by itself, you know, the white all by itself. Alright, so I'm going to start, and this is just going to be just a kind of a wiggly leaf. Alright, so this is just going to be very easy strokes. And I kind of like rotating the colors. So I have the lighter on the outer part, and then I'm going to turn it and do the darker this direction. To me it just I don't know, I guess kind of makes it stand out a little bit more. That's my thought, but you know, if you do something different, that's fine. Then I'm going to do another one over here. And again, I'm just doing a slight wiggle, and I'm just taking the brush up, coming back, up, coming back, up. Very simple. Alright, and then I'll just do the same thing for the other layer. Alright, so then I'm going to put in one here. Again, just going up and down and back. Just trying to keep it simple. Up and down and up and down and back. And then you can come over this direction if you want. I just kind of go over that layer a little bit and come in. And then, once again, I'm going to turn the brush so that I have the lighter side sticking up, and we'll go like that. Okay. Now for the next part, I am going to start with the light up. And again, I feel like I'm doing really big flowers on this one. I have a problem. I paint big. Alright, so then on this, it's going to be an open one, but what I'm going to do on the bottom too, I'm just going to create them with a darker on the outside. Okay, you don't have to do it this way. You can do one color all the way around, or your brush in one direction all the way around. That's entirely up to you. Not going to designate that you have to do it a certain way. Again, that's whatever moves you. And then this one is going to be like this. I should have painted smaller. I'm realizing that now, but oh well. And I'm going to do the same thing. These are going to be open. And this one, like that. Simple, right? Okay. So I'm going to try to fit another one in here, and I might not be able to get as many on as I wanted to. Let me think about this, because I'm running out of room. Jamie's really good at. Let me come in here. Let's see, that was the darker one. I'm going to do a lighter one here. And then we're going to overlap since we're definitely running out of room. And like that. I like my odd numbers, so I have to put one more in here. Sorry. To put a bud. I'll do a bud. Because like I said, I have to. I'm OCD. Sorry. So I'm going to have to put a bud in here. There we go. Fills my need. Sorry. The weird painter, right? Okay, got my fine liner, my favorite brush, sticking it into my greens. I can even do a little yellow, a little white if I want, but I'm just going to do these three. So what are we going to do here? We're going to start hooking them all together. These are all bundled up, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I might just stick a little stem out that direction, come that way, because I like my stems to kind of wiggle. I don't want them straight unless I'm doing one where I have a bunch of the stems together. Then I could do that. Okay, this one, I'm just going to pretend that the stem is under here. I'll tie those in here together in a second. And then we'll just flip this one like it's just hanging down. I got a droopy little bud right here. If you're new to my channel, please know that my designs are intended to be very simple. They're not meant to be difficult. I want to encourage people that are new to painting to just get the basics and learn how to paint and not be intimidated. I know that some painters are just awesome, but some of the, first of all, I'm a very quick, I gotta just do it and get it done kind of person. If you're not like that, then you might seek out other painters, which I'm sure you do anyways, like I do, to watch. But my designs are simple, intentionally. And I like to just add some other color. I mean, as far as all these little pieces that I have painted on here, that's intentional as well. And I just like to put these in just to attach it to the stem. Then I'll come down here, do the same to this guy. I can turn my bottle around and paint. Also too, before you leave, make sure that you subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I do paint something new, which I do a lot of videos, so beware. That's kind of my thing. I like doing the videos. All right, I'm going to go with the number 10. All right, so what I'm going to do here excuse me, is dip one side into the fresh foliage, and then I like to put a little yellow. Again, I can do some light too if I want. Just very, very easy. And I just do some blending strokes, but you don't. I just keep adding as I go. Alright, so this leaf that I'm going to be painting is pretty much more towards the chisel edge. It's one of the ones where I do a lot of like this, just come in and out. And I mean, you can go up. You want to point your leaf up, you can do that. I just like it to be really rigid. And then I'm going to come up this way and do the same thing back down the side. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And then you can take the brush and go down like that. Alright, now you can swing it around. Again, with these, you can do the colors on the outside, the inside. You can reverse it. It just doesn't matter. I like to do a little bit of both, so I think it gives some interest to it. But if you don't like it, then don't do it. Okay. We'll just keep kind of swinging the bottle around. I want to make sure I'm in the view here. Okay, so then I can come up here and I just start. It's just like I'm scrubbing something off. Did you get that dirt off? Oh, maybe. Okay, here we go. And this brush is about had it, so I really need to get a new brush. It's time to order, I think. Actually, they've lasted pretty well though. Yeah, they're not expensive by any means. Actually, I got them initially for watercolor projects, but then I ended up liking them, so I use them for the acrylic. And I think they're multi-purpose brushes. They're not specific to one or the other. Alright, and then I'm going to turn it because I feel like I'm not doing enough with the lighter on the outside. Got a lot of yellow on this one. And if you don't like it, how it goes, you just come back over it and go down. I'm going to do the darker. Put some green on there. Getting a lot of paint in my brush, which normally then I wash it off, or not wash it off, but okay, I see it's starting to pull up the paint, so I got to be really careful here. Okay, now if you don't want it to be where you've got, you know, clumps of twos, you know, you can add a third or whatnot. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to leave it as it is. The next thing I'm going to do is take the brush, the Deerfoot Stippler, stick it into my yellow, the school bus yellow, just get it good and full. I'm going to come in here. Yes, it's not completely dry, so you're going to pull up some blue, not a big deal. I'm going to stick it in here a little bit. If you want, you can. I'm just going to do a little dot here. You can leave this out because it's a bud, so you're really probably not even seeing it, but I'm going to add that. Okay, I'm dipping it into white, just a little bit on the tip, and I come through here, just pounce it on here, or you could be more meticulous with it and, you know, be more direct with making a circle and that kind of thing. Up to you. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is take my number 4 flat brush. I'm going to go into the gunmetal, the antique gold, and just get that brush good and full of paint. And then these are going to be kind of like my little ghost leaves. Adding another, you know, you could add some up in here. I don't want to pull the green so much though, which is what it'll do. You wipe it off if it does that. Just do the same thing here. And you can pull some out to the side and down if you want. Alright, so I'm just gonna, whoops, turn it a little bit, make it a better little peak. And like I said, you don't have to get crazy. I am, as I say in most of my videos, I love leaves. So I do a lot of leaves. Alright, gonna go back to my fine liner. And I'm not going to clean off my brush, but I'm going to go into the gold, the antique gold, and use my little brush to put in my little stems. Alright, here we go. And they're not real obvious. You could actually put some green. I think in my paper sample, when I painted it on paper, I added some green into them, but I'm just going to leave them with the gold. The last thing I'm going to do is take my dotting stylus. I'm going to go into the wicker white, and I'm just going to go around this. Not all the way around. I'm just going to do some dots, and you can decide, you know, if you want to do which direction you want to do these, or you know, that type of thing. But I'm going to do this just to kind of add a little bit more design to this. And I know with that, using the white, it's kind of hard, you know, harder to see, well, in some spots depending on the lighter and whatnot. But then what I'm going to do is take it, flip it around because it has a smaller side, and I'm going to do some blue. Now this is going to be harder to see because obviously I'm on the dark blue. I can go like this, just add in here. It just, again, it's not something you have to do. If you're not a dot person, leave the dots off. If you are a dot person, then great. And I just stuck my hand in the design. That's awesome, Amy. It's one disadvantage of being a lefty is your hands smearing stuff. And you could put these more on the yellow so you can see them better. Or, you know what? You could use a totally different color. I'm going to go back over these because this is what I messed up. Stuck my crazy hand in there. All right, good enough. All right, there you have it. I hope you like this. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And prior to leaving, if you would take a moment to share this video on your social network with your family and friends, I would greatly appreciate that. Just hit the share button underneath. It'll give you the options of where to share it, and you're good to go. All right, thanks so much again for stopping by. Until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.